Rich people, they don't let their money boss them around. They tell their money, this is what I'm going to do with you on paper right now, this month, this 2 weeks, I'm going to pay boom, 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 boom. They don't get led by the money, they lead the money. On this quick video, I want to talk to you guys about the 5 things that I've noticed about rich people or wealthy people that's different in terms of the way they think than poor people. I spent about 35 years of my life being poor, so I understand a poverty mindset. But on the other hand, I've spent the last 10 to 15 years really building some wealth. And in my observations of building wealth, meeting wealthy people, talking to wealthy people, understanding, learning money and things about wealth and money, I've come to this conclusion. Wealthy people or rich people tend to think differently than people that don't have money. Rich people tend to be results oriented. In other words, rich people tend to thrive on results, not just simply working for time, but they want results and they want to get paid for results. So that's why you'll find a lot of people that have money or rich people typically have some type of sales background, or they may have some type of business building background, or they may have some type of background of being a high achiever in some type of trade or field. But they're typically people that have achieved at a high level at something. And so they've been focused their whole life on results, not just getting paid for showing up, for just being there, for being on time, or for having some type of expectations that just because they're breathing, they're supposed to have XYZ. Rich people tend to care more about performing, about actually doing something and getting something out of that. And so they want to be compensated based on results, not just based on time or being there or showing up or coming into work on time, right? People that tend to get stuck in poverty, they have this mind frame that the world owes them something just for them breathing, right? Rich people, wealthy people don't really think like that. Wealthy people thrive on results. Number 2 is this. Rich people believe that the world can be better than it is and they can help it be better. In other words, wealthy people have an optimism. They look at the world as half full. They move with a different confidence level, a level that says, you know what, things can get better. Things can improve. Things are going to get better. You know what? I have a positive attitude. That difference in thinking in terms of having a positive attitude makes a world of difference when it comes to wealth building or becoming rich. They just tend to think more optimistic and they tend to be able to handle fear. Okay. They tend to be able to say, listen, I'm scared and I really don't want to do this, but I'm going to do it anyway. The way they handle the fear is that they believe that what they're striving for is bigger than the fear. They tend to be able to punch fear in the face and achieve anyway. That's why, again, you see people that are wealthy or that are rich, they have become successful at what they do. They have overcome a lot of things. They've overcome fear of not trying. They've overcome the fear of failure. And they've done it all with a positive attitude that says, you know what, things can get better and I'm going to make them better. And guess what? I'm not going to let fear stand in the way. So the way they handle that fear is with belief, is with optimism, is with the right attitude. Now, what holds a lot of poor people back is poor people tend to let fear overcome them. And I once heard somebody say, I think it was the great Les Brown. He said, you're either living your fear or you're living your dream. In other words, what you're doing right now is a result of either the fact that you went for your dreams or you let fear build up so much that you didn't go and chase your dream. So rich people, they don't succumb to the fears. Listen, everybody has moments of being scared or fearful or thinking that maybe they can't achieve something, but you have to be able to do something despite being scared. Hey, I have a fear of getting on this camera and doing this video, but guess what? I'm here. I'm doing the video. You're watching the video because I overcame that fear of not wanting to get on camera. So listen, rich people, they overcome that fear because they have a belief that the world can be better and they can make it such, but they have to get past fear. If you're getting anything at all out of this video, do me a favor, smash the like button, subscribe if you're not a subscriber, turn your notifications on, and drop me a comment below. What do you notice about wealthy, rich people? Real wealthy, rich people. Not the uber, but the regular folks. Drop me a comment below and let me know. So number 3, the third thing that separates the rich people is that rich people tend to have intentional focus with money. They don't just spend haphazardly. Now, I'm not talking about the ultra rich that you see on TV driving Lamborghinis and you see on the internet and they're getting in and out of chartered jets and all that. I'm not talking about those people. I'm talking about the regular rich people that maybe have $1 million net worth or $2 or $4 million net worth. The regular millionaire people, they tend to focus very heavily on their money. They do intentional things with their money. In other words, they tell their money what to do instead of having their money tell them what to do. It's a whole different mind shift for a lot of people. I totally understand it. But rich people, they don't let their money boss them around. They tell their money, this is what I'm going to do with you on paper right now, this month, this 2 weeks, I'm going to pay boom, 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 boom. They don't get led by the money, they lead the money. Now, number 4, another thing about rich people is that rich people tend to have a skill that either pays well or it pays consistently, decently over a long stretch of time. Maybe that skill is building a business. Maybe that skill is being an attorney. Maybe that skill is being a construction worker. Maybe that skill is being a chef or a cook. Whatever the skill is, rich people tend to have a skill and tend to be very, very good at that skill. In order to get out of the poverty ranks, you have to have some type of skill that pays you more. Now, rich people, they found a skill that they can do that pays them well. It doesn't have to pay them $200,000 a year. But if it pays them $90,000 or $80,000 or $60,000 for a matter of 20 years, you can get wealthy. You can get rich. You can get $1 million net worth from a $60,000 or $70,000 or $80,000 job. You can do it, but it's a matter of having a skill that you can do over a long period of time, and you can be consistent with your money during that time. Rich people tend to have those types of skills, and they've developed those skills over years and years of practice. Because the one thing that keeps most people poor and in poverty in a land where there's opportunities all around you, even on your phone, there's opportunities to make money and become a millionaire just with a phone. So the one thing that keeps them poor is the fact that they do not have higher paying skills. You have to up your skills. Rich people have found a way to have a skill that's going to pay them decently to well over a long stretch of time. Now, the 5th thing about rich people, and again, I'm not talking about the uber rich, right? But regular rich people, regular people with over $1 million net worth or more, or 2 million or 4 million or 5 million, is that typically those people, they're not real flashy. They're not really worried about what other people think in terms of how they look. They don't worry about having the nicest, newest, most shiniest thing. They don't care about that. They're typically not driving around in the newest car. They typically don't have the newest everything. They have more of a simple mentality, and they tend to move in silence rather than moving loud or flashy. That's not really what real rich people do. I know that's what we see and what's been glamorized and what's always on the internet and Instagram and YouTube, but it's not really how most rich people live. Most rich people are very, very understated. They don't want to be flashy. You don't get rich by being flashy. You don't get there by showing all your riches and wealth off. That's not how most people get to be rich. And so because of that, once they are rich, they're still not like that. Most regular rich people are very, very fulfilled by just living a nice, quiet, chill life. Less flash and more substance. So hey, on my journey to wealth, guys, I've noticed some things about wealthy and rich people along the way. The people that I know that are regular rich people, they've got these 5 qualities that I want to talk to you guys about on this quick video. Now, if you're on your way to being wealthy, or you want to be on your way to being wealthy, I would take and really begin to study and look into these 5 things that I gave you on this video. Hey guys, do me a favor and check out the videos I'm putting right here above me for more similar videos so you can learn more about the types of things that you can be doing to start building your wealth. The best person to take care of the old you is the young you. Do me a favor, take care of yourself, guys, but always take care of other people. Until the next video, peace!